This is the third game.
Every time it didn't record, yeah.
Yeah, but it records when I do it for duty.
Don't know.
It recorded our football game when we played. I'm like,
Right.
ever since I clicked for the mic thing. I hope it records this one. We tried 3 games and it hasn't recorded, so
right.
Shoot. Okay, I see you watching, Jay. I see you watching.
Yeah, you see it, Jay. You see what it is? Ooh.
So for today, it's 2-1. I'm up 2. He won the last game that we just played. He used the Chargers. And they're good. He ate me up with Keenan. He had I think 12 receptions to Keenan.
200-something yards.
That nigga ate. So I had to bring out my team. I should have went with the Ravens playbook. That was my fault. I'm bringing out my team. How about them Cowboys? Texas, we just a couple streets away from me. You know what I'm saying?
We got a good one on tap here between our visitors and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to
it's going to be a different game this game.
about 5 yards as he'll get this
he like to try to have Keenan Allen in the slot. I say, shoot, this game is going to mean absolutely nothing. This nigga.
On first down, it's Taylor. And that is caught on the right sideline.
Nigga caught nothing. They're lying.
The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That nigga don't know what to do. Give me that safety, nigga.
What was going on there, but
I'm not playing with this clown this time, though. He did a good job last game. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. He'll give him last game. It ain't going to be the same this time. Maybe pull out my team. You know what I'm saying?
That one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production,
It's on my head now.
They didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play
Good job,
sheet,
Pollard.
the run backwards
You'll always
into
be
your own
back
end zone
up to Zeke.
play was not written down.
It'll be different when Cam Newton gets here.
Shoot, or freaking or to Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
Cam anywhere is
first
freaking.
and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Good job, Zeke.
Maybe a yard up to the 29. On second down, Elliott. Elliott a first down.
Tell the nigga welcome to the NFL. Pick the shoulder pads up, nigga.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Clap for him,
How many
Zeke.
times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down
this
for
nigga
a
got
loss of 9. Well,
some studs out there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of
come on, nigga. Oh my gosh. That was gay as hell. The boy said thank you. Yeah, nigga.
In this situation, that didn't
We
happen.
need to talk about what we already know.
There to force incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from
Good job, Derek.
That turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there.
See, I change to the players when I make tackles. You'll look, you'll see the difference.
Defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
Get the hell out of here. That should have been picked.
But on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That boy happy.
19 yards.
Exactly. You don't hear him saying anything right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Because he does that. He does that whole stuff. I've been telling you about Jay.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Big man.
Evades the tackler and now some space. Another big gain
This
that
nigga
time. This one goes for 19
except
yards.
fourth quarter. That's why I tell you, I just be honest with you. Niggas like this make me sick.
That don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Get him, Sean.
The keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover,
hell no,
nigga. Anything else.
Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel
not shying away at all.
I studied
You're right. We're only in
Keep
the first quarter,
slot,
so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Plenty of
So we'll call this a
opportunities.
pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
on 2nd and 9. Prescott.
Give me that, nigga.
Cooper, his first catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Thought the computer jumped it. No, not him. He thought the computer jumped it.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Joey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. They sack him.
Let's go, computer.
On the final play of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Ooh,
now is this one sent away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Taylor will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Going on the ground with and he's going to be met at about the 40.
Any given Sunday.
That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles. But, well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now.
The Bosa boy is good.
He is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Quick try. This nigga, oh my gosh. You get his helicopter in my freaking... Oh, man. This
somebody's in the head.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper.
Somebody's in the head.
It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Get him, big man. Faggot nigga. This nigga's quoting me and stuff, man. I can't stand that. That's that lame duck stuff. That's that lame duck stuff, but he's used to that.
This one's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's okay, pressing. job, nigga.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Oh, shoot, I need to start getting mad because
on the stop.
it's running
And the
stuff,
defense
man.
stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 16, Taylor got him, and it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
This nigga make me not even want to play with it.
The kickoff unit is out
This
on the
nigga be
field,
like,
and they will
hey,
send this one away.
let me put everything you say, nigga, yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
The freak out of here.
Altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was horrible. Joey Bosa.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Cooper's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh, that was good stuff. That was a good pick.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw,
That was actually the first play that he did.
He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen.
Good job, Derek.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Push the hell out of me right there.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe
Awuzie with a pick. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
I run this nigga.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away.
There's no way
the intended receiver
in anybody's world
but it'll be second
that this
down.
nigga can stick him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Right here. March 49. March 49.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper.
Field goal range. 19 seconds.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On the screen, this is Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Mark 55. Mark 55. Right. Check 24.
Here's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Both
Let's
teams
go, Jay.
ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter
I know
number
for my
three.
fans.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott
Come on, man.
And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll
How much money they want to pay him?
45 at the 44-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Nope.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. That throw into the arms of Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On third down, Taylor. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Good defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, they be snitching, telling them.
Prescott now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 29, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this one is right down. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger offense set to take over, led by Tyrod Taylor. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Taylor.
Because
it's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for a hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go to Elliott again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and short yardage. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw is Taylor. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete.
You dropped it.
They took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's checking crack.
A first down throw for Prescott. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Look at that boy shaking and breaking.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Like I say, truly got the fun out of it for me.
About possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation,
not because
throwing an
of
interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Taylor on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him.
That was nice.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles
I can't.
happen, and you want to
This
be here in
is
case
rough
it
tonight.
does.
You're a company
Not the
man.
game.
Aren't I, though?
Yeah.
And now
This
here
game
come
now
the
wants to
Cowboys.
switch. Man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart
So
his
now
own
he puts
defense.
Keenan
Those
in the
guys
slot.
are sitting back, and they're not
I
playing
understand that
receivers
Keenan beat
as much as
a
they're playing the eyes of
linebacker.
the quarterback and when he
One-on-one.
delivers the ball.
They still don't mean
Now
that.
Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
I
So
apologize for this
locked
game.
up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, that's me. That's me. There we go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it.
Oh, we're going to the house.
50. He's at the 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Trying to waste no more time off the clock.
Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Always got to give it one.
Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big...
You put your hand away. You lame as hell. The next guy on my nerves.